the bar? No, welcome everybody. I'm Brian. I'm also a member of the Central Florida Sounds of Freedom Band. I'm in the color guard. Surprise! And we don't perform. We get to sit and watch and let all of our lovely, amazing, and talented musicians perform for you guys today. So this is our, I don't know, how many concerts? 3, 4? Second holiday concert. Thank you, Juan. And who we are is a group of local talent and artists that have gotten together over the past 2 years. The organization's about 2.5 years old, maybe, and we performed all over North America and all over Central Florida and surrounding regions, supporting everything from Pride celebrations, Christmas parades. We marched in the inaugural parade for Obama, yes, and we just finished, thank you. We just finished the Atlanta Pride parade up in Atlanta, and we won Best Nonprofit Group, and it was a whole mass band. It wasn't just us, but there's a bunch of other gay and lesbian organizations that marched together, so that was a really big deal. Do I look better in red or the green?
Red.
Is it better? It's like Christmas. All right, so today, the concert, I'm going to actually hand this over to Jeff, who is your conductor today. Are you ready to get up? Are you going to conduct from over there? Okay, here we go. So I'm going to talk to you again at intermission, and just a reminder that this is all for free and we're completely supported by donations to help build the Orlando art scene and really support all these talented artists that are here working so hard. So if you haven't given, give what you can. Give nothing, at least give a hello and say a thank you at the end. We do have a silent auction, and if you can, try to give all your final bids on the silent auction donations by the end of intermission. And Jo is back there. There's Jo. She's got the pixie haircut, new for 2013, the pixie. And she's going to be helping cash everybody out at the end of the night, okay? So I'm going to hand over to Jeff, your conductor, for this evening.
Thank you very much. Welcome and happy holidays. Have a seat, man. For this first part of the presentation, for the first half before intermission, I wanted to give you a host of Christmas songs that you all should be familiar with, but then combine them also with some spoken word introductions that don't necessarily tell you what song we're going to play or actually match with the song, but it's just an added 1-2 art punch to help you appreciate the season of love. The season of love, Christmas songs. Please help me welcome Joshua Glenn Wilson, who will be, for this afternoon, our poem reader. He's a multi-talented, kind of multimedia, multi-talented 21st century Renaissance type. You know, those guys that can make websites and that can play instruments and can hang out with us and write shows and act and stuff. So let's put the spotlight on Joshua here and get us started for our show. Thank you.
This is a Robert Frost favorite, Stopping by Woods. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only sound's the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. 'Tis the season of love, and there shall be nothing wrong with love. Why do I even need to declare? Not today and not tomorrow, not as I bid farewell to fallen leaves, not as I welcome the blossoms of the cherry tree. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, 'tis the season of love. This is Minstrels by William Wordsworth. The minstrels played their Christmas tune tonight beneath my cottage eaves, while smitten by a lofty moon, the encircling laurels, thick with leaves, gave back a rich and dazzling sheen that overpowered their natural green. Through hill and valley, every breeze had sunk to rest with folded wings. Keen was the air, but could not freeze nor check the music of the strings. So stout and hardy were the band that scraped the chords with strenuous hand. And who but listened till was paid respect to every inmate's claim? The greeting given, the music played in honor of each household name, duly pronounced with lusty call, and Merry Christmas wished to all.
Thank you very much. I want to bring up for this selection one of our new conductors. I'm actually a new conductor too, so we're double whammying the new conductor thing, breaking in both conductors at the same time. This gentleman just graduated from UCF and is educator in the public school system. How about Orange County Public Schools? We can all get behind that, right? And he's substitute teaching and helping out a lot of different band directors in a lot of different schools and a lot of different capacities. And he agreed to help out in the capacity as conductor, and he's a trombonist. Please welcome Mitch Regan, please.
Little Tree by E.E. Cummings. Shame on you, where are your minds at? Little tree, little silent Christmas tree, you are so little, who are more like a flower who found you in the green forest, and were you very sorry to come away? See, I will comfort you. Because you smell so sweetly, I will kiss your cool bark, and hug you safe and tight, just as your mother would. Only don't be afraid. Look at the spangles that sleep all the year in a dark box, dreaming of being taken out and allowed to shine. The balls, the chains, red and gold, the fluffy threads, put up your little arms, and I'll give them all to you to hold. Every finger shall have its ring, and there won't be a single place dark or unhappy. That when you're quite dressed, you'll stand in the window for everyone to see, and oh, how they'll stare. Oh, but you'll be very proud. And my little sister and I will take hands, and looking up at our beautiful tree, we'll dance and sing Noel, Noel.
quick housekeeping. We have one more song for intermission. We're going to change conductors again. And just a reminder during intermission, it's really the best chance to put some money down on these silent auction items. Once again, this is the #1 way that we raise money to help our groups and friends here in Central Florida and also around the country. So please give $1, give nothing, give a thank you, give 100, just work it out, it'll be fine. Take it to work, give it to somebody, it's all amazing. But please do so we can get those totals kind of tallied up and get ready to check you guys out after the end of the concert. So with no further ado, one more song and intermission. Jubilant Holiday. Is that sound right?
Thank you, Brian. Can everybody raise their hand in the band and in the audience, please, if you played an instrument in 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, or 8th grade? Yeah, I didn't. But, the obvious question, right? Okay, well, we were musicians. I just wanted to extend an invitation to grab a flyer, right? There's flyers letting you know how to join the band. And so out of those of you who played in those grades, how many haven't played since then? Or let's see, what's the average? Please shout out to me the average amount of time. 17 years since you played? 25 years since you first played. And I just want to make you aware that the opportunity exists to join us up here on stage. Grab a flyer, grab the contact information. If you want to dust off that, trumpet. Wasn't there a story in the news about a clarinet that wasn't cleaned for a long time? And they hit a saxophone, he had fungus in his lungs. And be very careful if it's been 25 years since you picked your instrument out of the closet. But we'd love to have you join us. We meet on Tuesdays, we practice, we have a good time. No matter where we are in our musicianship, we can take a step forward each week, each concert, each year. Does anybody want to volunteer? Just a story of how they came to the band after many years of playing and your instrument was dusty, and how did you hear about the band and you joined and why, and what's your story?
I played piano very badly and very briefly in my youth. I sang in chorus in junior high school, and I recently re-met up with 2 of my very good friends from high school, Shirley and Sarah, and jokingly said to them, "Oh, I'll come play triangle in your band." So now I am an auxiliary percussionist, and you can too.
Thanks again for joining us this afternoon. We have just one more song, and this one is with a reading, and the music's kind of a dichotomy of struggle and perseverance. So we wanted to leave you and close out this first set with, how about a hand one more time for Joshua Glenn Wilson, our poetry reader, helping us this out. Thank you.
I don't know what she's talking about. I auditioned for Jeff with a kazoo like a year ago, and I never heard back. This is called For Those of Us Who by Sophia Rose Smith. For those of us who lived in the cracks in the pavement, catching the mud and the gravel in the nets of our mouths. For those of us with splintered molars, lizards who ache in the night. For those of us that clench and tighten our jaws like animals under attack. For those of us in the constant, unchosen fight for survival. Those of us who are pathless. Those of us whose histories were never written down. Whose families' tongues were tied into unfamiliar knots. Those who can't make whispers and bows in the language of our grandmothers. This is our song, our lullaby. I pull your sweet skin close to mine and listen to the blood in your veins. Pulse a poem so lovely the breath goes out of me. In my arms I rock you. Babe of mine, I coo to you as you slumber at peace. No more wandering, no more questions. For those of us who have to dig underground, enter the minds of who we are. We become Chicana. We became queer. No one taught us how to be this. We excavated the depths of our identities to discover ourselves. I am Chicana with an X. We are birds, flapping against the wind, traveling with chosen family, with love and with pride, for whom this excavation has not been easy or quick. For those of us in the double helix, for those of us that code switch, for those of us who are still learning the shape of our own magic. For those of us, we bring you a jubilant holiday.